All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back from the break. It's officially a hockey morning, bright early morning here at Steeler Easton. For those of you at home, I'm going to apologize in advance. We got these pillars here that are regretfully in the line of sight when we go to the left here. So, nothing we can do about it. Blue Jackets are kicking off the second half here of the game against the Pens Elite. We're going to play them twice today. Big January. We play virtually every weekend before we go up to the Quebec tournament. So 5 weekends in a row, I think, to start here, Matt. Saints. Yeah, Rochester Saints next weekend. Buffalo. And then yep, Flyers and Fox Motors, and then Oakland. Yep. Better Quebec. Yep. All right, well, we're going to get ready to start today. Looks like Epstein's going to be the starting goaltender. Jackets are going to start off with Fink, Maki, and Lindstrom. Going to have Cook and Carlson to start. Jackets in blue going left to right. This is a wild part of a game because both teams haven't played in a couple of weeks. Obviously, with the holiday break, you don't get a ton of practices in. So we'll see who's more hockey awake to start the second half. And off the draw, the puck comes back to Carlson. Carly up the boards. That'll be immediately an icing. And, well, it is cold outside. It's the first game in the morning. Easton was just renovated like a year ago, so the facility's way better. These boards here used to lean. Like, they used to literally lean like 5 degrees. They had to tear the whole thing out. All right, so face off to the right of Epstein here. Same group remains on the ice. Pens win it back to the point. Put to the goal, wide of the net. Did not see that one. And in the feet of, I'm looking around the pole here too, guys. So Penguins have it in the corner. They go behind the net up to the point. Pens walk across. Down low it comes. Pressuring across, but they missed the give and go with the high D. One forward in pursuit. Good job by Fink to get a stick on the puck. And then he heads to the bench. Oh, almost stolen by Maki. On comes Savickas, driving wide into the glove of Epstein from the outside. That's a dream first shot for a goaltender after a long break. A nice long one you can see cleanly. All right, so we've got Carroll and Schnaut on with Sanders, Hendershot, and Savickas up front. Jack on the draw. And it's in the feet of multiple players. Jack puts it in the corner. Schnaut to the puck. Bangs it around to Carroll. Carroll's got a little space with it. Gets it off the boards, up to Hendershot, but off his stick. Comes to the Penguins. Try to move it back up quick, and Penguins eventually get it in deep. Schnaut down to the puck. Remember the Pens, their strategy last time it turned over in front, find it. And wide of the goal. Phew. Good breakout pass there to Savickas. Savickas up to Hendershot. Jackets in the zone. Oh, and it's dropped for Savickas, but nobody home, and it's going to be a 2-on-2 the other way. Luckily, the Pens changed, and it's a 1-on-2. So do you remember when we played these guys last time? Their strategy, when they didn't have numbers, was to put it into the corner, make our D retrieve. And, yeah. And here comes the Hendershot. Pens changing behind the play. Hendershot tries throwing it far side to Sanders. Rolls off his stick. And the puck, it's turned over to the Penguins. Step up, guys. And a good save by Epstein on a hard shot there. Parker got just enough to put it over the top. Comes to Trego. Trego puts it up far side. The Pens regather, and it's just onside. And it's put back in deep again. Detmer in pursuit. Detmer goes to chip it up and out, and it doesn't get out. And it comes down to the corner. Trego to the puck. Rolls off his tape. Sprague now on. Pens have had a little bit of possession in the zone on us here early. Puck comes behind the net. Ben to it. Penguins with a fresh body off the bench. Comes over to Sanders. Sanders chips it up and out. Oh, and Arvi's going to actually have a chance on the bounce here. Johnny gets to it, but gets poked away by a Pens defender. Down goes Arvi. That's not a penalty, though. I wouldn't have called it either. Just lost his balance. And the puck's poked behind the net. Summers is on here with Arvi and Sprague. This was a line for a while last year. Puck comes in front. Ooh, almost to Arvi. Doesn't quite connect, though. And the Pens come up the wing. Cook and Carlson back on D. Cookie forces the man outside. Good job by Christian to keep his stick on the puck. And the puck is put in deep. Comes down to Carlson. Carlson battling on a man. And Sprague comes in, puts it down low, but the Pens regather. Poke to the corner. Pittsburgh back. Oh, they threw it in front. Kick to the corner by Epstein. Oh, one hand on the stick does not get a puck out. And it's turned over. Cookie up to Sprague off his tape, though. 3 Penguins collapse on the puck. And the puck comes out of the zone. That will likely be an icing. And it doesn't make it. So Sprague put it the exact distance it needed to be to not be an icing. Spink, and he almost stole it there. Poked to the boards, though, by Lindstrom. And in come the Penguins, driving wide, put across the middle, but poked away by Schnaut. Comes to a Penguin, shoots it wide of the net. Summers is still on. Jacks can't quite get to it. And it comes to Lindstrom. Lindstrom around him, man. Good job by Hudson to protect the puck up the ice. Tries to dangle too many there, though, and gets caught. Comes to Fink. Fink's over to Maki. Maki possesses it in, but loses it. Vinny gets it back, puts it in deep. 4 minutes into the game. Penguins have had a couple shots. Oh, and it's turned over to Maki, but they steal it back. We haven't really had a lot of zone possession in the offensive end yet. Comes to Fink. Fink puts it back in net. Down low it goes, and it's going to be Lindstrom battling to get there, but the Penguins get there first. Jack is changing the D behind the play. On comes Detmer, and that won't be an icing. Detmer could have played it. I wouldn't have called that an icing either. Comes to Schnaut, spins it back around down low to Detmer. Detmer has the puck. Detmer up the boards to Maki. Gets poked off his stick, though. That's going to come to a Penguin. Step up, step up. Good job by Jake to get in the way. Maki has it. Go, Vinny, go, Vinny, go. Vinny brings it up in, rolls it into the zone. We've changed some guys behind the play. On comes Hendershot. On comes Trego. Up the boards. Good pinch in by Detmer, but it gets past him. Hendershot hustles back. Good job. Moves it over quickly to Trego. Trego up to Lindstrom. Lindstrom chips it in. And the Jackets change the rest of the group behind the play. Hendershot, the first man in. Savickas is on. Sanders is on. And that hits the boards weird. Goes in the middle. Trego gets there. Good job by Elijah. Moves it up to Savickas, right in traffic. Luckily, that didn't cost us. And it comes back through to Savickas, 2-on-1 with Sanders. Jack has it. Oh, and it's deflected just wide as he tries to shoot it. Sanders puts it low, but it gets stolen by the Penguins. Up the board it comes. Carly gets it chipped around. Coming back is Cookie, though. Cookie gets to it. Cookie clears it out of the zone. Good job by Christian. Penguins regroup way back. Yeah, smart play there. And it gets under the stick of Hendershot, and Cook is there to drive a man to the outside. Puck along the boards. And it's put to the middle, but Carlson gets to it. Puts it back to the corner, chips it up the boards, comes to Devin. Devin tries centering it, but the Penguins keep it in. We've not been clean so far. The make us break it out strategy has definitely been a smart one so far. Savickas has it, moves it over to Carlson. Carlson over to Cook. Cookie up to Savickas. Great breakout. Go, Jack. Use your speed. Jack comes in, gives it to Hendershot. Hendershot fires. Great breakout. That was exactly what the Jackets need to do there. Pile up in the corner, comes out of it. No penalty. Puck comes up to the Pens. 1-on-3. Don't let him shoot, guys. There we go. Good job. Forces him out. Somebody in the middle. And it's knocked down by Epstein and cleared by Carlson. Oh, and it rolls off the stick of Sprague. And in the corner, fighting for the puck are the Penguins. They come out with it. And it's batted down. It rolls to a Penguin. But luckily, Cookie gets a stick on it, gets it down low behind the net. About halfway through the period here, Penguins have had better possession so far. Still 0. Along the boards, up to the point. D to D comes. Penguins backdoor look, but gets knocked down. And up to the point it comes. Pens in possession. And they do a high switch, but Jackets can't quite steal it when they flub it. And they put it in front. Good stick there to knock it away by Sprague, but the Pens still have it. Sanders has been stuck out here for a while off the outside of the net. Yeah, our D and Sanders have been stuck out here for a while. I don't care if that's an icing. Get there. Get everyone changed. So that was an extended zone time for the Pens. I think we only have like 2 shots on goal, and they have a bunch. Yeah, we've had a lot of easy turnovers on our sticks. All right. So on the draw, 1 back by the Penguins to the point. Shot to the net, tipped wide. We had two guys go to the point there that didn't need to go. Only one. Assignment hockey. All right, comes to Sprague. Sprague steals it. A little bit of speed, brings it to the middle. Got Summers. Over to Summers. Jacks fires. Oh, and the goalie gets it under his shoulder. Good breakout. Use a little speed. Make a pass. Yeah, make a pass. I like to see it. Short shift for Summers. He got Sanders got stuck out there. So we're going to go with Lindstrom, Maki, and Fink. Maki on the draw. Looks like he's trying to go ahead. He does. That's exactly what it looked like he was trying to do. Puts it in front. Oh, but it was just under the stick of Hudson and Fink. And then the Pens get it back up the boards. Hustling back is Fink. And it's rolled to Detmer. Detmer up the boards. Turned over, though. In come the Pens, trying a toe drag. And along the boards, there's a fight for it. Detmer's got it. Rolls it back to Schnaut. We got a stick on it, but that will be an icing if it makes it. And it does make it. Mm-hmm. Looks like we're switching the D pairs around a little bit. We got Trago out here with Carlson now. Same forward group. Lindstrom's going to take the draw. He's out with Fink and Mossy. 6:51 remaining here in the first period. And off the draw, the Pens get it. They shoot it, but it gets batted down by Carlson. And there's just a schmoz of a pileup for a puck. Yes, it's literally been exactly right behind the pole the entire time. I'm literally dodging back and forth trying to see it myself live. So sorry, everyone at home. All right, Lindstrom comes away with it here. Hudson brings it up to the red line. In wide. And he gets kind of pinched off on the board there. But Fink steals it away to Maki. Maki, he couldn't quite get it low. Looked like he was trying to get it to Hudson, but the referee was in the way. And it comes down low. Hudson has it, but it's in his skates, bodied off by the Pens. Fink gets to it, chips it to Hudson. Hudson up the boards to Carlson. Carlson back down to Hudson. Hudson off his skate, though, comes down low. Fink's on it. Oh, and he gets tripped. That'll be a power play. Good pressure down low by the Jackets for some work. And we'll get the first power play for either team. So 6 minutes remaining in the first period. We're going to have Savickas, Sanders, Hendershot, Trago, Carlson out on the power play. Savickas is going to take the draw. Penalty's not up on the board yet. It just says 14. Oh, he's asking if it was 2-minute penalty. It's 1:30. Yeah, it's only 15 minutes. All right. So Savickas on the draw. And it's taken by the Penguins, though. Sanders got tied up, and the Big D was much more interested in getting that puck. And the puck comes back along the boards, chipped out by the Pens. Carlson gets a stick on it. Trago back covering it. Along the boards, it gets in the feet of the referees. And Savickas is going to circle back on it. Jack comes up with it, moves it over to Hendershot. Hendershot brings it in, and he hits the brakes. And and they called us. I don't know how that guy could see an offside from down at the dot, but it looked like Dev was trying to bring it in and then drop it back to Jack, but didn't quite connect. Carroll and Cook come out on the back end, same forwards. All right, so puck is won over to Hendershot, who pokes it to Cookie. Cookie over to Sanders. Sanders brings it in, throws it into the net, blockered over, comes up to Cookie. Oh, and it rolls under his stick, partner. And he goes over to Carroll with it. Carroll tries chipping it in, but it's in the feet of Sanders and a Penguin. Savickas in battling on it, too. It's just sitting there. 3 guys on the boards. Yeah, oh, no, that's how you want to kill, right? Comes out to Carroll. Carroll goes over to Cookie. Cookie regroups. Moves it in the middle of the Savickas. And Jack chips it around a man to himself, drops it back to Sanders. Sanders fires. Blocker down in front. Now, there we go. Up to Carroll. Carroll puts it to the goal. Kicked away. Comes over to Savickas. Savickas, he whiffs on the shot to the corner. And in comes Cook. Oh, and then they run into each other. Stretch. And up to Sanders it comes. Oh, and he throws it back up the middle, though. You got to skate that into the zone. All right, well, the Penguins put it back in, and the penalty is over. Rolls off Carroll's stick, thrown in front, and it comes to Carroll again. Carroll chips it up and out. We've had some, and so Sanders was changing, and the Pens ended up coming in, gave him a short-term 3-on-2, and the Pens take it behind the net. 4 minutes left here in the first period. Pittsburgh has the puck, puts it to the net, tip just wide there. A lot of possession down low here for the Pens. And Penguins cut into the middle. Don't let him shoot. And it hits a guy in the head and goes all the way to the corner. Cookie battling on it now. Comes to Sprague. Sprague gets around him, man. Sprague far side up to Arvi. There we go. Johnny chips it ahead to Summers. Comes back to Arvi. Shoot it, Johnny. Johnny shoots. Oh, it's blocked down. Took a little too long to dust it off there. Comes up to Detmer. Detmer puts it back down in low. Gets just past Summers. And Schnauta's pinching all the way in. And luckily, it's put back in by Sprague. And Schnauta's still down there. Comes around to just out of the reach of Summers. 3:20 remaining in the first. And it's spiked out. That'll be an icing if it makes it. And it does. Well, we've sort of settled a little bit here. All right, Lindstrom. Well, they're being structurally sound, but we also have had some pucks roll off our sticks. So we expected after a long break. All right, so Lindstrom on the draw. He's got Fink behind him. Lindstrom spins away with it. He's got a man on him. Hudson leans, puts it. Oh, he tried putting it back to the front, but it just hit the side of the net. Comes to Fink. Fink puts it down low to Lindstrom. Lindstrom puts it in front. Oh, and Maki was trying to get to it, but couldn't. And knocked loose by Fink, but the Pens come away with it. And up the ice they come. And offside. Wow, they didn't call that offside. That was a minor miracle. Well, good job by Schnaut to protect the puck over to Detmer. Detmer up to Maki. So you can't telegraph these passes because their D are reading the play pretty well. Comes to Hudson, moves it around over to Fink. Finky has it. Fink gets it in the zone. Oh, and gets bodied off, but no call. I thought they might have called a body check there. That's a good play next year. All right, 2:20 remaining in the period. Comes to Lindstrom, chips it back in, and it comes to Maki. Oh, he was trying to move it to Fink. The Pens did a really good job lifting the stick there. That is offside. Hudson kind of got hooked a little bit there, too. Right up to the line of what they're going to call, right? All right, so 2:14 left in the period. Well, off the draw, put in by the Penguins, back into their end. Maki in pursuit. Goes D to D. And the Pens center lane breakout. Good hustle by Fink back, and the Pens dump it in behind the goal. Rolls around the back, comes under the stick of Carlson. Pens with possession now. Up to the point. They're using their points a lot more than we are right now. Spinning away from Maki is one of the Pens D. Puts it across D to D. Fink in pursuit. Good job by Henry to push this man to the outside. Active D. Oh, good job by Fink to steal it, though. This end of the shift for these guys. He puts it head off of Maki's stick. No icing. Good job by Vinny to touch it over the red line to keep the play. Vinny gets it poked away, though. Fink goes and changes behind the play. On comes Hendershot. Hendershot comes in. Can't quite get to it. Hustling back. 2-on-4, guys. Pressure, 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 pressure. And Hudson with the save. Or not Hudson, but say Parker with the save. Sorry. And Carroll is on. And so is Lindstrom. Lindstrom moves it over to Sanders. Sanders is on. Savickas is on. Hendershot is on. Sanders drives wide. Falls down. And a pile up in the corner. And Savickas is on it now. He's got 2 men on him. Yeah, a couple guys keep running into each other. Probably a couple penalties both ways that could have been called. Puck is chipped into the zone by the Pens. Under a minute remaining. Pick up a guy in front, guys. There we go. Good job by Hendershot to come back, but Cook shoots it. Oh, he gets it off the man's feet, though. Puts it far side up to Savickas. Go, Jack. Go, Jack. Go. Jack's trying to get around him, man, but the Pens guy bodies him off. Good D by the Pens there. Jack didn't have his usual head of steam coming through the neutral zone there either. He was kind of flat-footed when he got the puck. Pile up here. A lot of little physical play they're letting go here, which is fine. That's hockey. Get back, guys. Come on, get back. And that's offside. They didn't call it, huh? Wide of the net it goes. Penguins pick it up. And it's in the feet of Hendershot, who chips it to himself. Puts it up to Savickas, who gets it out. Jack tips it. Oh, that's it. He got it. They're letting a lot go here, that's for sure. Well, and that'll be the end of the first period here. We're going to go in tied at 0. Interesting period. All right. Well, after one, it's 0-0. Penn probably had they had more chances than we did. But I don't know. They had only really one that I was like, oh man, that was really a good chance. We've done a good job structurally, I think. They've had better puck possession. Yes. Well, for a game coming out of a long break with not a lot of practices, I think both sides looked less rusty than I thought they might have. We saw a couple pucks roll off our stick in the first half of the period, but nothing too dangerous that cost us. And we actually had a couple good chances that period, too. Like, we had probably two chances that were as good as their best chance. Just neither team had any holy cow that has to go in the net chances either. Yeah. And then he made a good blocker save on another one. That was like their most dangerous chance. And then we had two break-ins where one went to Hendershot on a good entry from Savickas, and the goalie made a good hard save on a hard shot. And then Summers had another one that Sprague fed to him. That was a good chance too. All right. So it looks like we're going to start with Cook and Carlson. Yeah, they got all messed up somehow. Probably in one of those long shifts, somebody got caught. So Arvai, Sprague, and Summers up front. And off the draw, the Penguins win it. Arvai in pursuit. Good job by Johnny. Steals it. Johnny gets it in, but the Pens get it back. Still a really good job by Arvai. That's an icing, no? Oh, okay. They heard the sticks touch, even though we didn't get the puck. All right, Pens win the battle down low, but it comes to Sprague. Sprague gets it back, puts it up, tries to put it up to Summers. The Pens, well, they're looking at what's the most obvious play and reading it. Oh, weird bounce in front there. Sprague battling with two guys down low comes the Cookie. Cookie's got two guys leaning on him. Oh, and that's a penalty. They tripped him. Yep, they'll call it. Oh, it was Carly, not Cookie. But either way, he got his feet taken out by the pressure on the guy on the backside. It also sort of felt to me like, with all the stuff that they let go late in the first, that something was going to get called here on one or the other. And that was because about that level of infraction happened 3 or 4 times towards the end of the first. The bodies kind of going in the boards together. So Jackets on the power play. Carroll, Schnaut, Fink, Lindstrom, Maki. Second power play of the game for the Jackets. And possessed to Fink. Fink walks in, tries to get a shot off, but it gets knocked off his stick. Uh-oh. That's a penalty on Fink. They split the D, and Henry had to tackle him. Knocked down in front for the Pens, and the power play is immediately canceled out. So they call Fink for the hold, which is absolutely what happened. Kid had ahead of steam, and the far side D didn't turn and go with him quick enough, and I think Henry just tackled him. That's one though where I don't know if unless you think he's getting through, you got to have to rank the back check. So it's 4-on-4 here. That was all of 15 seconds, and the puck comes to the Pens. They whiff on the shot, and they put it on net. Epstein with the save, and it's out of the zone. That shouldn't be an icing. The Pens touched it. Lindstrom up closest to the puck here. And Hudson on the man. And around him he gets, and then on comes Maki. Hustle back, guys. The 3-on-2 if the Pens move here. Oh, and they're in all alone. And a goal. That was twice this shift. The Pens looked like they were going to break through, and the second time they did. And they get the first goal of the hockey game. So it'll be 4-on-4 for another 40 seconds before an abbreviated Pens power play. Savickas and Hendershot on with Trego and Detmer. Puck is won over towards the boards. Pens have possession. Savickas gets a stick on it, though. Good forecheck there. Hendershot in hard. Devin in pursuit. Pens are Oh, that was good work. It was kind of harried there for the Pens. Savickas knocks it back across. Up to the puck gets Trigo. Brings it in with possession. There we go. Takes a look, puts it in front. Oh, and Devin couldn't quite get a shot off. Savickas covering back, though. Put to the net, poked away by Epstein. Chipped around to the boards. 5 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and the Pens are going to have a brief power play. Kicked loose by Savickas. And for 15 seconds, they'll be on the power play. Penguins bring it in now. And it's knocked down by Detmer. Rolls wide of the goal. Pens will win that race, though. And 5 seconds left. Door is open on the Pens bench. Okay, they finally get the change. And out of the box comes Fink. And here's Sanders on for him. D to D. They fire off the crossbar. Good puck movement there, too. Oh, and Sanders blows the zone. And Epstein has it. Good job, Parker. All right, so Savickas, Hendershot, Sanders, Cook, and Carlson. Face off won by the Pens. They try to get to the net, and the puck rolls through. Good job. Number of sticks negating chances there. Oh, that's too many. That guy was still on the ice. Wow. And the Pens put in front. Good job by Hendershot on the backside. Pens guy blows himself up into the boards trying to win a battle. It's not a penalty. Oh, Savickas almost steals it. Go, go! And that'll be a nice. Why not? We never touched it. Not Carol Carlson to Cook, but Cook loses it. Got a couple mishandles here, kind of giving them some chances. Comes over to Sanders, up the middle to Savickas, and he bumps it up to Hendershot. Go, guys, go. Devin tries leaving it for Savickas, but no dice. Guy controls it under on Sanders. And back come the Penguins. Driving wide is Pittsburgh. Kicked wide by Epstein. The Penguins get a change, far side to the point. And Parker gloves it. Good job, Parker. Got a little bit of push here from the Pens here at the start of the period. They've had a little extra gear, it seems like, since the start of the second. Sprague Summers and Arvi up front. Puck one to the corner where Schnaut fires it around. Arvi gets to, it doesn't get out, though. That's a play that has to get out. Pens far side, goal. Great passing play, but that has to get out. That cannot be a failed clear like that. We won the draw. We put it around. Our winger was there. That puck has to get out. And the Pens, after the turnover, that's a great pass and it's a great shot, but that's an unforced error on our end. Oh, and it goes ahead. Can Summers get there? Behind the pole. And Arvi's stick wasn't on the ice. He would have had a free into the net if his stick had been there. Pens bring it back in. Wide of the net. It comes rolled to the corner. And it comes around the boards. Summers has it. Chips it up in the air to himself. Rolls it up to Arvi. Go, Johnny, go. Johnny's got some speed. Oh, he tries toe dragging it around. Comes to Summers, who puts it deep. Summers chips it up ahead. Comes to Arvi. Summers tries pushing it to the front on a power move. Doesn't work. 3 forwards low there, though. And Pens in possession. And, almost stolen by Sprague. You got a stick on it. There's a center lane guy. Oh, my. So our far side D has gotten in trouble a couple times this period by letting a Penguin inside of him on a rush. Breakout pass bounces off Johnny's stick, and it comes to the Penguins. Penguins chip it ahead. Comes to Summers. Summers puts it in deep. Got to change the forwards. Got to change at least the other D. On comes Lindstrom. And the puck gets poked in. That won't be an icing. And wins the race to the Penguins, and they score. That's just a lost race behind the net, and puck got chipped in front. And the Penguins, the first 5 minutes, have absolutely dominated in terms of winning races. We haven't been great at times in the second period this year. This has certainly been one of them. Timeout. Good timeout by Todd for sure. Work. All right, we're coming back from the timeout, guys. Fink, Lindstrom, and Maki, Detmer, and Trego. Penguins with 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the second period. See if the Jackets can get a little bit of oomph and pushback here. Fink on the forecheck. Same with Maki. Maki gets to it. There we go. Pens won a bunch of races to start the period here. Detmer to the goal, puts it wide. Lindstrom in. Anytime we're playing in their end, I like it. Puck comes down low to Maki, tries to put it in front of Fink. Fink gets back to it. There we go. A little jump here up to the point. Trego over to Detmer. Detmer puts it to the front of the net, but gets poked to the corner. And the puck comes up to Ben again. Ben back to the goal again. Toe save away by the goaltender. Puck comes to Fink. Fink down low to Maki. Maki's got it low. Takes a look. Tries using it to the point, gets his stick lifted, chipped it back, and Fink has it. Fink gets it back to Maki. Maki gets it knocked away, though. And it comes to Detmer again. Oh, Detmer couldn't get it in with any oomph. And the Pens chip it ahead, but they just have to throw it in. And their whole team goes for a change except for one because we had good possession. That's what happens. You don't have the same energy to be offensive whenever you're defending. Good breakout here comes to Lindstrom. Lindstrom up ahead to Fink. Fink rolls it in late in his shift. Fink and Maki both go to the bench. On comes Hendershot. On comes Sanders. Hendershot gets a stick on it. Can't quite get to the puck. He does steal it back, though. And the Pens do possess it, though, after we cleared it back up. Good poke away by Hendershot there. And the puck comes knocked down to Carlson. Carlson spins away from a man. Up to Sanders. Sanders, he sees him. And it comes over to Hendershot. He's got Savickas with him. And good job by the Pens to get back on that one. And blasting a guy is Cook. That's not a penalty, though. And in his Sanders, he's covering back for Cookie. Sanders, he's going to get called for a hook on that. Kind of a cheesy hook call. Sanders was back covering for the D. I got to say, 11 for Pittsburgh has been a real standout this period. It all started when he drew that penalty on Fink. I mean, that back check here on Hendershot. We've seen Devin break through on that numerous times this year. So the Jackets are back to killing. Cook, Carlson, Savickas, Hendershot. Hook and penalty on Mark Sanders. Jackets came out of the timeout with some good jump, though. Pens with the pinch. Good job by Savickas to protect with his body and get it out. Hendershot on the forecheck. Savickas is now closest to the puck. Penguins bring it in the zone. Good job by the Pens to bring that in smartly. And a drop pass along the boards. Pittsburgh in possession. Brings it in behind the net. Tries chipping it in front. Weird bounce. Comes to Hendershot down low. Devin chips it up to Savickas. Oh, man. Jack was trying to get that out. And he had the momentum on the D. If that got past him, Jack was off to the races. You've seen Jack score a bunch of shorthanded goals this year. 4-on-4 for a moment. The Penguins are changing. One of their players was hunched over in pain. And we've got 40 seconds left in the penalty. The Penguins do get the 5th guy back on, though, so it's back to the 5-on-4. And the Pens move it D to D, far side. Wide of the net they go. Driving, looking. Along the boards, good job by Jack. Pushes the man off. Keeping them to the perimeter largely. And the Pens go for a shot. Goes off of Savickas' foot. Good job by Carlson to whack at it, but we can't quite get a clean possession to get it out. Along the boards it comes. Savickas, oh! And Carlson tries kicking it out here too. 15 seconds left in the kill. Comes across. Hendershot on his man. Guy spins away nicely. Oh, puts it to the far side. Pens with the change there. We got some tired players out. But Savickas chips it. up. Savickas chips it out, and the Jackets penalty is over at the same time. Oh, it's stolen by Hendershot. Devin. Oh, and it's saved by the goaltender on a breakaway right as the penalty expires. Hendershot with a huge opportunity. He had a guy hanging on him. He was in alone. He figured get a hard shot to the goal. All right. Well, hey, you know what? I've liked our effort since the timeout a lot. Even though we took a penalty, right? Like that's a forward come back for a D. That happens, right? But like we've forechecked much harder. We've moved the puck better. Here come the Pens up the ice. Sprague did a good job there, poking the guy out. Dumped in. Carroll in pursuit of the puck. And he spins it up the boards. The Summers gets past him, though. And it's put back into the Pens, but Schnaut has it. Chips it up. Comes to Summers. Summers puts it ahead. Jacks with the head of steam. Brings it in. Hits the brakes. Block down. Up to Jake at the point. Jake to the goal. Just wide of the net. Literally over the head of Arvi. He had to duck it. Comes up to Carroll. Carroll puts it down into the goal. Bounces on net. And Summers wins the paddle, but it's the sticks left in the Pens take it. 6 minutes left here in the second period. 3-0 Pittsburgh. Pens got 3 goals. Oh, and it's stolen by Summers. Puts it in front to Arvi. Comes back all the way out to Schnaut. Schnaut fires through screen on net. Oh, man, a deflection. Good job by their goaltender on a couple great chances here. Carroll to the goal. Battled down. Sprague on it. The Jackets have a lot of good possession. Sprague up to Carroll. Tipped on net. Oh, and it's another rebound. It's loose. Arvi, it's loose. Oh, we can't find it. Schnaut fires it into a body of a Penguin, and Schnaut knocks him down. No penalty there. And the puck comes back to the Summers. The Pens are tired and scrambling. We got it. Oh, and we're changing the forwards, though. Oh, man. And so Maki comes on. Summers steals it back again. He's the only one on from before. Summers gets it to the goal, and he's tired, though. We got to get Jacks off here. Puts it back to Maki. And good job up to the point. To Trego. Trego puts it to the goal, wide of the net. On comes a fresh Lindstrom. And Lindstrom has it. Great pressure from the Jackets. And that's going to be a penalty on the Penguins. And it's tipped ahead to Maki on the break-in. In comes Maki. Fires. Batted to the corner. And Lindstrom fell. And the Penguins touch it just as we get Hendershot on. Great work, though. Tons of sustained pressure through 2 lines there. And the Jackets are going to go on a power play. And this is a momentum moment here, right? You've built up since the timeout. You kind of really competed well. You want to get paid off here. You make it 3-1 here. It's a whole new hockey game. Yep. I like that we were using the points that shift, too. Up, high-lowing it a lot. Maki on the draw, wins it back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom has it. Lindstrom to the middle, fires over the net. Comes down in where Detmer pinches all the way in. Fink gets to it. Good job. 2 guys on the puck. Fink up to the point to Trego. Trego walks, makes a move, moves it down to Lindstrom. Lindstrom looking. Lindstrom back up to Trego. Trego has it. Back to Hudson. Hudson walks to the middle. Shoots. Oh, just wide of the net there. And it comes around, and Trego gets to it. Good job. Detmer puts it back into the corner. The Penguins were sending a man there, too. We got lucky that didn't get through. Stolen by Lindstrom again. Lindstrom down low to Fink. Fink tries putting it in front for Maki, but it got just a stick on it. On comes Cook now. And Lindstrom has it. Puts it in front. Maki. And the Jackets get paid off on the power play. There we go. Great pass by Hudson Lindstrom. Right to Maki. Buries it. And it's 3-1. And like I was saying, when we got that power play, they had built momentum out of the timeout, and they get paid off. This is a really important last 4 minutes of the second now. You got yourself back in it after a rough start to the second. It was 5 minutes. It was literally where we weren't good. We had the timeout, right? Well, yeah, exactly. So Savickas, Sanders, and Hendershot got to continue the momentum here. Orlston and Cook. And the draw comes over the boards. Hendershot hard in pursuit. And it comes up along the boards where it's in the feet of Cook. There was a skate, blade holder on the other side of the boards there, apparently. And the Pens bring it in. 1-on-2. And he goes to the outside. Good skating from 55. Oh, he's smoothly into the front. And it's in the feet of it. And it goes off the outside of the net. And a little bit of momentum there. Sanders, he was trying to throw it up to Hendershot. And it was again, go Jackets, a 2-on-1. Savickas puts in front for Hendershot. Oh, and he couldn't quite get a stick on to put the berry in. And Cook chipped it back into the zone. And Cook's in the corner. Hendershot's in the corner. Savickas has it. Puts it in front for Devin, but doesn't quite connect. Pens chip it ahead. And Cook has it. Hits him in the stick. And it goes back. The Pens are changing, though, luckily. Carlson has it, stretching the ice attempts for the forwards there. I know it was a short pass, but you could see the forwards changing the ice. And here comes Cook in the zone. Cookie puts it in the middle, off the bench, fresh as Sprague. I've never seen him take a slap shot, but he has one on net. The puck goes behind the goal, and it's chipped up and around. Pinching in is Schnaut. Schnaut gets to it straight off the bench, holds the boards, closes it down. Sprague has it, rolls all the way out to Carlson, though. Carly puts it back in. That is not offside. Sanders is still on. He's tired. Sanders and Carlson didn't get changed. Schnaut gets it. Look. He's got Arvai up ahead. And Arvai's in 1-on-2. Johnny cuts to the middle. Johnny around another man. He's all alone. Johnny's looking, throws it back to the middle there. And it's one man back. But luckily, the Pens did not have a lot of speed doing so. And in come the Pens with the puck. They roll it behind the net. 2:20 remaining. Carroll gets to it. Carroll puts it in. And I thought that was the guy right off the bench there was what it was. And too many. All right, well, puck comes to Sprague. Sprague comes up with speed. Up to Summers into the zone. Good break in. Summers to the goal. Deflected to the corner by the goaltender. And Arvai tries chipping it in deep. And the puck is in the feet of multiple players on the boards. And the puck comes to Schnaut, who puts it back in, but not deep enough. Schnaut puts it back in again. It's whack-a-puck along the boards. Jake gets it back. And he rolls it over to Carroll. Good defensive partner regroup. Puts it up ahead to Summers. Oh, just out of his reach. Right idea. Good look there. If Summers hits Carroll there, or Carroll hits Summers there, it's a 2-on-1 in. So good work. After the timeout, we've played really hard. Like, it's 100% what Todd was going for at the timeout there. Minute 39 left here in the first. Detmer, Trego, Maki, Fink, Lindstrom. The Flying scored on the power play their last shift out. One over to Detmer. Detmer has it. Detmer, he's got a man on him. Puts it around behind the net there. They got to move it quicker. Now we got closed. Comes to Trego. Good far side pass to Fink. Go, Henry. And Henry protects it into the zone. Tries putting it up to Maki, but can't quite get it to him. And the puck is chipped ahead. That guy's in alone. Trego's closest to him. Fired by Parker, or onto Parker, but Parker makes a save. Comes up, chipped ahead by Lindstrom, but it's stolen by a Penguin fresh off the bench. We've done this a couple times where we've broken out into their guys changing. So they have downhill momentum. Oh, weird bounce off the boards. Comes to Fink, but he can't get it out. Under a minute remaining in the period here. Walking to the middle are the Pens. They drop to the point. And, they're going to get a good chance here. Just wide of the net there. And the puck comes around the boards. Jackets kind of hemmed in here, but good job by Maki on the backside coming in to take it. Get it to the red, get it deep. Get it to the red, get it deep. Even better, over to Fink. And Fink puts it into the corner. Henry falls down. That's not a penalty. Yeah, good job, refs. And it comes to Vinny. It squirts out. Vinny has it up to, and under the stick of Carlson. Get there, Carly. Oh, no, it's a 2-on-1 back now. 20 seconds in the period. And it comes over, and they can't connect on the saucer pass. Thank goodness. 15 seconds left. 3-on-2 if we go. 3-on-2 if we go. Up to Fink. It's been a long shift, though. Fink brings it in. Puts it to the goal. Kick to the corner. And with 5 seconds left, that'll get us to the end of the period. Put it to the net, Sanders. Sanders to the goal, just across the face of the net. And as the period ends, Jackets down 3-1. But I will say this, the second half of that period, we played very well. Very well. All right, we'll be right back. All right, getting ready to start third period here. We got a hockey game. 3-1 Pens the lead over the Blue Jackets. Pens got 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of the second period. Pod with a great timing on the timeout after that. Jackets came out with a ton of momentum. Most of the rest of the period, I'd say they probably carried play. And Maki got a power play goal to get it back to 3-1. So next goal in this game is huge. Pens get it. They're going to feel really good about their chances. We get it. The Pens are all of a sudden feeling some pressure. All right, so Jackets are defending to our left with the pole in the way. Sorry, guys. Comes up to Carly. Carly up ahead to it's a 3-on-1. Savickas has it. Brings it into Hendershot. Devin he tried giving it back a little quick there to Savickas and didn't work. Sanders gets stuck down low here. Savickas trying to pull it out. Mark has it though. Oh, and he falls down. That's not a penalty. I wouldn't have called it either. Hendershot pushes in. We just got kind of caught down low there instead of using our space. That's okay. And it comes up to Carlson. Carlson puts it in deep. No icing. In pursuit again are the forwards. The Pens have it. They move it up the boards. They go and they chip it out and up to themselves, but Cookie gets to it. Oh, he gets knocked down, though, by the Pens. He's alone. He's alone. He's alone. He's alone. Off the crossbar. We got to close harder on that. And it gets knocked off the stick of Savickas, but Cook gets to it. Cookie moves it up to Jack. Jack's got Christian with him. Jack in the middle of the Cookie. Oh, big save by the goalie in again alone on them. That's 2 now he's had. Depends on 2 crossbars. We've had 2 breakaways that have been stopped. And it's through the feet of a man. Big save by Epstein. Oh, and then the rebound is picked up by the Pens. Nobody picked up the man in front, and they get the rebound, and that's a huge goal. 2-on-1 on the other end, twice there, that shift for us, too. And they managed to get the save. Well, darn. That's, as I was just saying, the next goal is extremely big. Arvi, Sprague, and Summers. Now, and Carroll on. Arvi chips it ahead. Can't quite get it there. All right. Chipped ahead by Schnaut. Dumped in by Arvi. Let's see if the Jackets can keep up the pressure here. Chipped in by the Pens. Looks like Schnaut will get there first. Chips it into the legs of a man on the boards. And in the middle, it comes to Carroll. Carroll around a man. Moves it up ahead to Arvi. Arvi tries to chip it in. Gets it deep. Sprague in pursuit. We're changing the D behind the play. One of the D, at least. Now it's still on. Gets around Jake. Back is Summers. And good job by Detmer. And Summers with a great back check there, too. Jax has had some jump here in the last period. Comes to Arvi. Can't get it out. Pens are doing a really good job using the width of the ice that they're passing. And Schnaut pressures the man off. Comes to Sprague up the boards. It comes. Gets under the stick of Summers. And the Pens come back with possession again. Can stick wiggling here at this point. Some tired guys on. Comes to Summers. Summers tries getting it deep, but can't. Oh, and he does get it back. Now he gets it deep. Good. We can get the change we need. Literally all 3 forwards changing because they were stuck out here for almost 2 minutes. All right, puck comes back to the Pens. They bring it in the zone. Well, all 3 forwards changed. Puck is rolled across the face of the net. The Penguins will get to it. And it comes to Lindstrom. Lindstrom gets it knocked off his stick. And it comes to Fink. Fink darts up the ice with the puck. Puts it in the middle to Maki. We are just onside. Wow, that was really close. Maki has it. Spinning with the puck. Puts it down low. Brings it into Fink. Fink protecting with a man leaning on him. And that's a hold, and they're going to call that. Yeah. That was very much a holding penalty. Yeah, that was good rugby tackling there. So Fink used his body to protect it, and the Penguin D kind of wrapped his arms around him. And Fink kind of pushed away, and the Penguin held him. And it was an open field tackle. So let's see if they can find something on this power play here. Get a power play goal. You still have a lot of time left to make it interesting. So Maki on the draw. And it's 1 to Lindstrom. Lindstrom has it up the boards to Trago. Trago back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom looking, and it gets deflected up into the netting. Kind of on power plays, once you gather it on the face-off, you want to see a pass or 2 quick just to kind of keep the puck movement going, you know? All right, Maki again on the draw. And comes back to Detmer. Detmer over to Trago. Comes down to Lindstrom. Lindstrom looking. Lindstrom cuts to the middle. Far side over to Detmer. Can't kind of handle it cleanly. Detmer up to Trago. Trago has it. Back to Detmer. Detmer has it. Looks down low to Maki. Maki has it. Walks. Looks up to Trago. Over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom has it. Lindstrom, rolls off his stick right as he went to put it into the net. And it comes to Fink. And comes back to Hudson. Hudson swirls it back out. And Pens get possession of it, though. Good hustle back by Fink. Love his motor. Puck comes over to Detmer. Detmer has it now. Moves it up to Fink. Fink looking. Oh, he was trying to throw it back to Maki, but he was covered. We have 30 seconds left in the power play. And Trago has it. Stretches it up to Fink. Fink gets it knocked off his stick. Having trouble getting back in the zone here. Tired group of forwards out here, too. They've been out the whole power play. Puck comes up to Lindstrom, rolls off his stick. Yeah, a little long. And it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Carlson on fresh. He's the only one who's changed the whole time. In come the Pens. They're going to shoot. And saved by Parker on the 2-on-1. Good job there. And the penalty is over. Come on, guys. We didn't get a change at all. Oh, it goes under another stick. Glove it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Thank you. That group had been out there for over 2 minutes. Long shift. A lot of the stuff the last 30 seconds, you could see they were kind of tired. They were missing pucks that they would normally get if they were full energy. All right. So we're going to have Hendershot, Sanders, and Savickas out with Cook and Carlson. Less than 10 minutes remaining in the hockey game. Pens at a 4-1 lead. And the puck comes low. Chipped up by Savickas to Sanders. Go, Mark, go. The 3-on-2. Moves it over to Hendershot. Up to Savickas. Oh, and it rolls off Jack's stick. He was trying to move it for the final pass to Sanders. And this guy's got some speed. Stay with him, Cookie. That's a trip, 100%. And the Jackets touch it, and the Pens will go on a power play there. So Christian will go to the box for a tripping penalty. I got to say here, too, the Pens goaltender has stopped 2 breakaways that when it was 3-1 or like closer, those are big momentum differences. I mean, all in alone on them. You can't forget those saves. So Hendershot wins a draw, comes back to Schnaut. Schnaut rolls it back down low. Over to the puck is Savickas, who chips it up but doesn't get it out. Jack gets a stick on it, though. And the Pens get back to it. Pens have it on the far side up to the point. And they're playing catch on the outside here with a switch. Oh, they want to switch it at 55 skate into space is what they want to do. Savickas is going to get this puck. Jack, and just the kid got it right. Comes back to Jack, though, to the net. Oh, and it rolls under the goalie, but he knocks it loose. Hendershot tries to get into it here. Goalie lost his stick on it, but the Pens are odd man rush back in here. 40 seconds remaining. And the Pens move it, regroup. Didn't get a change here. 30 seconds. Carly falls down. Puts it across the face of the net on a shot. Luckily, they didn't move it to the middle. They had a guy open in the slot. They're changing, but we're tired again. Another shift where we got everyone stuck here. Puck comes to the Pens at top. They're looking. Back to the middle. Pens have it. They go to shoot it, blocked down by Jake. Got to get it out. Got to get it out. Got to get it deep. We didn't get a single change in. And Devin he was exhausted, couldn't get to the bench. The whole penalty kill, we never got a change. Puck went in the netting. We got really lucky there. Third period's not the time to have 2-minute shifts. All right. Sprague on the draw. 8 minutes left in the hockey game. Pens win it back to the point. Puck is spiked to the corner by the Pens elite. And Penguin player falls. No call. Good job there by the ref. And comes to Sprague. Sprague's got it. Moves it up to Arvi. Good job there. Great breakout. Brings it into the zone to Arvi. Arvi to the net. Oh, and he was trying to get it through to Sprague and just couldn't quite get it across. And the puck comes offside. Well, right now the difference in the game is the first 5 minutes of the second period. You know? All right. Same group out here. We got Cook and Detmer on D. Sprague, Summers, and Arvi remain out on forward. Finished the game hard. Got a second one today against the Pens at 11:40. Oh, it rolls under Cookie's stick. Tips it up to Sprague. Rolls it ahead. Can't quite get it through there, though. And knocked down by Sprague. Good hand-eye coordination there. Sprague tries moving it up to Arvi, but can't connect. Knocked loose by Cookie. Diving Penguin puts it back to the corner. Good job by Cookie to put a body on Big 11. He's been, I'd probably say their best forward for them 11. He's been super good. I mean, his skating to go with his size has been a problem. 11 and 55 have kind of been trendsetters for them this game. All right, puck along the boards. The Pens are changing. They swirl it in deep. They're getting caught here on another longer shift. Cookie rolls it up to Sprague. Sprague chips it into space, but the Pens are there to get it, and we're stuck regrouping again. And the Pens are thoroughly content to do this with a 3-goal lead. They'll keep putting it in deep and making us go 200 feet. No question about it. Well, they've had almost a full line change while we kept the same group out here. And we're in get it out of the zone mode so tired guys can get off the ice right now. Cookie defending in the corner. Up to the point it comes again. Pens fire it wide of the goal. No. I mean, this is 3 straight shifts. We've had nearly 2-minute shifts. Pens put it down low. Parker with the save. Rebound goal. You know, that's just tired guys. I don't know how else to put it. Tired guys couldn't get a change. And it's double dangerous too when you have your first game in a couple weeks coming off a break. You don't maybe have your legs the way you would practicing a consistent cadence. All right, 5-1. Lindstrom, Maki, and Fink up. Snout and Carroll on D. Lindstrom around him, man. Yeah. Then kid is still stuck in hooked into Hudson. Puck comes down low. Schnaut in pursuit. Tries to reverse it, but flubs it. Put in front. Good save by Carroll there to put it into the corner. Thrown up the middle by Fink, but comes to Lindstrom. The Pens throw it up. That'll be an icing if it makes it. I don't know if it will. It does barely make it as an icing. Well, right now, I think you see you know, center lane. Here comes 11 in again. Big save by Parker on 11, ripping up the ice. And the Jackets are making a change of everyone. Out comes Savickas, Hendershot, and Sanders with Trago and Carlson. I think Parker's played well this game. I mean, the 2 goals this period have been rebounds after a save whenever we've had tired guys or, not picking up guys. And there are other goals that 3-goal stretch they had in the second period was all Penguins downhilling on us. Oh, Hendershot almost steals it. Well, we got a little bit of time left here, so let's see if we can finish strong, set the tone for the next game. And the puck comes wide. Pens dump it in deep. In comes Carlson towards it, but the Pens have possession. Good job by Carly reading that play. Comes to Savickas. Moves it up to Sanders. Sanders puts it back to Savickas. Savickas gets it poked off his stick, and Trigo loses it. Got to move that puck there. Comes to Carlson. Up to Sanders. Sanders ahead to Savickas. Oh, he's just offsides. Almost got the Pens in a change there. I was about a step off, I think, too, though. All right. Short shifts. Out comes Arvi, Summers, and Craig. Craig Carlson still out here. Face off all the way back into our end. Carlson in pursuit. Comes to Sprague. Puts it up ahead to Summers. Summers puts it up to Arvi. Good job there. Johnny can't quite possess it in the snow and gets it in the zone, but not deep. And Summers is there battling, but the Pens come away with it. Puts it in the middle. Detmer and Cook on. That looked offside. Puck comes down low where Detmer gets to it. Rolled along the boards by Ben. Chips it up, and it gets past Arvi up to their D. And comes over to far side. The rolls through. Luckily, didn't come to their stick. Parker holds the post on the attempted center. And Parker covers it as they try to wrap it around. All right. So Lindstrom, Fink, and Maki. Emphasis here on some shorter shifts down the stretch. I like it. And the puck comes through the middle, rolled to the front where Epstein covers it again. Good job tying up sticks by Detmer and Cook in front. 3:21 left. For those of you watching, we'll play again at 11:40 today. Triller North, same game. Pens and Blue Jackets. All right. Puck. Oh, and Lindstrom is hooked, and that'll be a power play. Hudson won his race off the draw and got hooked down by a Penguin. And that is the third penalty this line has drawn. They have our goal on the power play, too. All right, so Maki, Lindstrom, Fink, Detmer, and Cook. See if we can get one here on the power play. Set the tone well for the next game here. 3:18 left in the game. And the faceoff one to the corner by the Pen. And they will break it out. They will ice it. All right. Well, 12 seconds off the clock. Let's go down and do it again. All right. Off the draw, Lindstrom gets it. Lindstrom looking. Circling around the wheels, around the edge. Lindstrom fires, saved by the goaltender, and put to the corner there. And that won't be an icing. Cookie will win that race, though. Good job by Christian. Can't quite reverse it, though. And it comes to Hudson. Oh, goes off of his skates, and the Penguins get it back. We overskated a number of pucks so far in this game. Parker blocks it onto the netting. And it comes to Maki. Vinny with the goal today for the Jackets. Maki brings it up. And Fink swoops in and gets it. Finds some space. Good job by Henry. They give him room. Henry shoots just wide of the net. It's like the Red Seas pardon there. And Fink gets it back. Fink looking. Up to Carlson. Carlson over to Trigo. Trigo backside to Fink. Oh, he couldn't handle it clean. That was the look, but it bounced off his tape. And it's a 2-on-1 the other way. The Pens saucer it to the middle in alone. Is it under Parker? Where is it? Oh, you got it. All right. That's a nutshell right there, by the way. Made all the puck movement, came to the final pass, and just it bounced off a stick. Oh, and then they almost went and scored the other way. All right, so Savickas, Hendershot, Summers, Carlson, Trego. And the Pens kill the penalty. In comes Savickas with the puck. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Tries centering it into Hendershot. Doesn't connect. Carlson gets to it. Good job by Ben closing on the puck. And Ben moves it over to Carroll. Carroll brings it up to Savickas. Savickas hits the brakes. He's looking, drops it to Carroll. Carroll spikes it down low where Hendershot will get to it. Hendershot leaves it for Summers. Summers, 2 men on him, bodied off. In comes Savickas, tries getting to it, but no luck. And it's a one-on-one the other way. Schnaut defending, rolls on net to Epstein. The minute 11 left. All right. Summers, Hendershot, Savickas, Carroll, and Schnaut on. Minute 11 left in the game. They walk right to the goal. We can't let that happen. That weak side guy has to tie his man up going to the goal. So Jake was lined up in the corner there. He should be on the boards on his man. That's how they teach it. Yeah, that's what Clay just moved him to. You have to beat your man to the inside if you're that D. All right, comes up to Hendershot. Hendershot's got the D turned the other way. You move it backwards there. That doesn't help, but that's okay. Summers brings it in. Summers tries cutting to the front. Third Penguin pokes it away. Hendershot wins the puck. Can't quite get it to the point, but Carroll gets it to the net, and the goalie pokes it for his D. Somebody had to get there. Oh, and they got a good job by Jake pinching. Oh, but then see that's just like a nutshell right there, where the puck's in the feet of 2 guys, and somehow they come out with it. And we have 2 bars there. All right, so Hendershot puts it low, chips it ahead to Summers. 30 seconds. Oh, it's in front. Hendershot goal, Devin. 5-2. You know what? Again, it certainly helps the narrative of the 3 goals in the start of the second period decided the game. Good work, though, down low by the Jacket to get a second goal. Hendershot scores on a battle in front with 30 seconds left to make it 5-2. Sanders out here with Sprague and Arvi. And Detmer is out with Cook. Detmer over to Cook. Cook up the middle to Sprague off his stick. Bounces to the Penguins. And the Penguins bringing it wide. Glove down by Parker with 16 seconds left. All right. Sprague on the puck. Oh, we get another guy walk in. See, that's the same thing I just was talking about on the other side. And the puck goes behind the net there. Oh, and it's loose. Parker had no idea where it was. Good thing that we got a stick there. And the hockey game is going to end with a final score of 5-2 for the Pens Elite. We'll play